This is big breaking emergency news. A major U.S. city is now being taken over and held hostage, and officials are coming out and spilling the beans on what is going on. They're telling us what's going on behind the scenes, and they're warning that this is being hidden from the media. That's what local officials are now telling us and warning us of. We also have residents coming out and sharing their stories as well. We have the woman who recorded this infamous video of these gangs taking over Aurora, Colorado. We have her coming out as well too. And we also have an update on what's going on with the bikers. All right, so let's get into all the details here really quick, guys. Please just hit that like and that subscribe. I'm posting multiple videos a day, keeping you guys updated on all this big urgent news, and it helps to get these warnings out. I appreciate that. All right, so what's going on right now is officials are spilling the beans. All right, and we also have an update for the biker situation for Aurora, Colorado too. Okay, there are people trying to organize convoys and protests to go there, and they're trying to organize biker protests. There still hasn't been any official word of any of these quote biker gangs that are going there, because they're most likely not going to announce something like that anyways, because there is a certain sense of criminality that could come with this. Okay, they could be kind of exposing themselves if they go there. Okay, so they're not going to openly announce this, but people are announcing that they're trying to organize protests and rallies and convoys for bikers to go to Aurora, Colorado. So that's what's happening right now. Okay, it's still a live situation. People are trying to develop it. It's like the trucker protest or similar convoys or protests. People are trying to get support behind it and rally people to go there, right? So that's what's happening there. And we also have this official from Aurora, Colorado. She is spilling the beans, okay? This is Danielle Jurinsky. She's given us more behind the scenes information on what's going on there. And we also have this resident telling us what's going on there too. This is the woman that filmed this infamous video. I want you to listen to this really quick, and then we'll get to this official that is telling us crazy stuff that's going on behind the scenes in Aurora that they're trying to hide, and the governor himself is even trying to hide. But listen to this really quick of this woman. She's saying her car's been shot up. She's saying that this has been going on for a long time, and she's worried and she's scared to live here. Listen to this.
Apartment complexes.
Earlier that morning, I had seen several individuals carrying assault weapons down to the next floor of the building adjoining mine. And I had reported it to the police. So all day we were nervous and on high alert anyway, because they told us that they really couldn't do anything unless something happened. It is not by any means an isolated occurrence, unfortunately. I have months, almost a year and a half worth of footage from 6 separate cameras. I have a bullet hole through my car. It went in one side and went out the other, hit about 5 things on the way through. My husband also has bullet holes in his car. I called 911. No help comes for me. No help. We were on our own and we were left to die.
I mean, can you imagine being that woman? That's unreal.
All right, so that is what people are going through and living through right now. This is insane. She's saying she has bullet holes in her cars, and she doesn't feel safe living in one of the biggest cities and suburbs in the country. This is a major suburb of Denver, Colorado, and these gangs have actually encroached into Denver as well. I reported on just a couple days ago how they've taken over multiple different apartment complexes that are directly inside of Denver too, allegedly. So what's being reported. Listen to this congresswoman here too, spilling the beans on the situation. It's even worse than you think, and she went to go help this woman here move out of this apartment complex. This lady that was being interviewed, she went and helped her get out of there. So listen to this.
I've seen at several of these complexes now, they've spray painted Venezuela all over the buildings. There are broken windows, there's trash everywhere. It's really a grim scene at these apartment complexes. And what you see at any given time is men, and I've really only seen men walking around with guns. They are actively patrolling these properties. They have completely taken them over. They have beaten up any staff that was on site of these complexes. They have beaten them up. So there is no staff. It is absolutely these gang members controlling these apartment complexes. And, yesterday I made sure to go in with several police officers helping and watching. But I'll tell you what, before I even had this family completely moved out of their apartment, these folks were already fighting over this apartment complex, and they were starting to move stuff in before we had even completely moved this family out.
So, this is chaos what's going on here in Aurora, Colorado right now, and the governor is denying it. She's saying that before they could get this woman out, people were already trying to fight their way and moving stuff in and taking over, deciding that's not how apartments work. It's not how this works. And people are just being forced to leave because it's so unsafe. But a lot of people, they have nowhere else to go. Okay, and another thing that they've admitted is going on too, the Aurora mayor admitted this, that they are paying rent to these gangs. So people living in these apartment complexes are paying them rent and funding them and giving them money. So they go take over as soon as this lady leaves. They take it over and then they rent this place out or just take it for themselves. All right, this is insane. This is lawlessness and chaos, what's going on inside of our country right now. And that's why people are looking for things like these bikers and these biker gangs and things like that. That's why people are looking to things like that for somebody to create some type of law and order. Okay, and it's insane. It's a crazy situation where we have to be, where you have to be wondering if this one gang is going to take out this other gang. Okay, this is insane that we even have to be considering this in the United States. Okay, and there's nothing confirmed that they're going there, but people are trying to organize rallies and convoys to go there. Right, just normal citizens are. And it's just insane that we even have to get to this point. Right, so what is going on in Aurora, Colorado? Let me know down below if you guys are living there, living in Denver, the surrounding areas. This is a part of the country that I love. I've been there so many times, all right? And I've rented a house right outside of Denver for a year, okay? And I've been there so many times in my RV. I've been to Aurora many times, okay? My hat here is from Rocky Mountain. I'm not sure if you guys can see it, okay? This is the hat I always wear. Been wearing it for years on this channel because I just love Colorado. And it's really sad what's going on in this state, right? Very sad and tragic that this is being allowed to happen. And the governor is denying it. He's saying that this is part of their imagination, okay? I want you to listen to this she's a councilwoman, sorry, not a congresswoman, this councilwoman from Aurora. I want you to listen to her response to the governor saying that this is all fabricated. This is part of her imagination. I want you to listen to her response really quick. So this is what she said in response to the governor saying that this was imaginary. Okay, this isn't imaginary. People are living this. This is their real lives. And people do not feel safe. People don't want to take their kids to the park, to the playground, because they don't feel safe in these areas around Aurora. All right, listen to her response to the governor saying this. All right, and if he really thinks that he should go to these apartment complexes, these specific ones, he should show up at 10 o'clock at night and see the scene. All right, because people are saying that it's loud, chaotic, crazy, all day and all night. Right, people can't even sleep because a lot of these places are so loud and have been taken over, and there's so much ruckus and chaos going on. This is what she said in response.
Twice saying that you are imagining this. It seems like Governor Polis is more interested in going after you than the alleged Venezuelan gangs.
That's right. I mean, that's what this has turned into, is complete political football. And now he is so focused on me, even though he heard for himself from Cindy Romero earlier. I know he heard what she had to say. So now Coloradans are speaking out about the terror, the fear that they lived in, their cars filled with bullet holes, and yet the governor is still only talking about me. I haven't heard from him or anybody what the plan is to address this transnational gang. He now is fixated on, I guess, attacking the whistleblower.
Yeah, it seems like it. In fact, I just want to reiterate what he said, that if you have evidence of illegal activity in Aurora that can assist in the investigation, it might be illegal for you to withhold it. I mean, first, that sounds like a threat. And second, are you withholding evidence? I mean, it seems like I'm looking at the evidence, this video.
Yeah, so Kaylee, for a long time, I was the only one in the city of Aurora that was trying to sound the alarm on this, publicly, at least. And Aurora police officers were coming to me constantly. And that's why I got so hooked on this and just would not let it go, and hence why we are where we are today. But I am the only one that was talking about this. I have said everything that I know. I have told anybody who will listen. And it's amazing that now the governor has an interest in wanting to hear what I have to say, or urging me to file a police report. I have said it all. I have been saying it all. I don't know why it was getting downplayed or denied, but this video couldn't be released until I knew for sure that I had the Romeros moved out of this property safely. I am withholding nothing. I'm the only one who was talking about this.
All right, so that's her response to the governor. And she's saying that's obviously nonsense. And she herself helped this woman that you heard earlier in the video. She helped her move out of these apartment complexes because it's so unsafe. And they had to call the police, have a police presence there just so they didn't get attacked while they're doing it and harassed. But then while they were moving out, people were moving in. People were fighting over who gets to take over the apartment now that this woman is leaving. This isn't how apartments work. This isn't how contracts work, leases. None of this is how this works. And it's chaos there. And them allowing this to happen is also giving these gangs and organizations funds and money as well. All right, so thank you guys. I appreciate you watching. Please just hit it up for me down there. It helps to get these warnings out. All right, I hope you guys are staying safe and protecting your family legally and lawfully. Make sure you have protection for your family if you're in any of these areas. At all times have it, but especially in these areas, protect yourself, protect your family. Do not become a victim, right? And if you have to leave, you might have to leave. I know that's not the ground a lot of people want to take or can even take. A lot of people can't even afford to leave. They're just stuck in this situation, being extorted by these gangs, paying them money. Okay, there are at least a half a dozen apartment complexes I've named specifically on this channel throughout the week, okay, that have been taken over in Denver and Aurora. So there's a lot more than just that, than what we know of. There's probably dozens of them potentially in the city and the surrounding areas. All right, so people are being extorted. A lot of them can't leave. They don't have money to leave. They don't have a down payment to put down on another apartment and get out of there. All right, so people are stuck there funding these transnational criminal groups. So make sure you're prepared. Staying safe, can defend yourself. Hope you guys have big blessings for your life, your family, and I hope you have a big old blessed day.